I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom!
Sup, Ty Gates everything.
Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing!
Yo,
That's amazing!
Vividistski. How you doing?
We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it. Snowmath's
Thank you,
here.
Mari.
Did you bring me any moss?
Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice?
Welcome, a pixel rose. Pull up a chair.
How the hell?
Oh, hello, Funky Sumia.
My God.
Fancy seeing you here.
My God. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What?
Amber Sparrow 95.
What?
Ready to play some cards?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses!
Morning Bunny
Learned that
Mountain.
white strawberries
How
exist.
goes it?
Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million?
Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I took a little bit extra there. Hi. Oh no, okay, so I lost my hotkeys. So I had to reinstall the game, which you can see in the upper right as I need to punch a tree. So I do apologize. This is gonna be a little annoying for me to do. But hello, hello Tyga, hello Vividus, hello Snow, hello Rose, hello Somia, hello Amber, hello Bunny. So as the reminder needs to go, I think for the little conversation about the little conversation about losing stream streaks is going on. Both of you are subbed, which means you can watch VODs in order to retain your stream streak. So yeah, you don't have to watch live. You can watch a VOD or I think even clips, and that'll count. No, I am missing my hotkeys, so we're gonna be in here really quick. Let's go into keybinds. Let's see. I want you on you and you on you. The settings I need on those. So there's my over the shoulder. There's my reverse. That one though. Okay, no, I think we're good. Well, yeah. No, this is what I wanted. It remembered the settings. It just forgot the hotkeys. So there's that. So yeah, if you haven't been here in a bit, well, I haven't been here in a bit. So if you haven't seen my Minecraft stuff, it's been a bit. Yeah, no, I get that, Somya. Yeah, that is the one disadvantage. Because I stream so much, it's harder to keep the stream streak, and I totally get that. So these are my villagers. They've been a pain. I did fix the issue we were having with them being extremely angry. But these are my villagers. I did use commands slightly here. And I think y'all will be okay with why I did. I used commands to change their heights a little bit. So they have varied heights. Very slight variation, but they have varied heights here. So it makes them a little more interesting to kind of look at. But they exist back here. They do their own thing. I did that. I really need to punch a tree. It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't punch a tree. We're gonna go punch a tree. That is 7 p.m. Tyga. Just whatever time it is. If it's more than 12, subtract 12. That's all you gotta do. There we go. Get rid of that tree. That single tree, and now we fixed the little thing. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, no, it's been a bit. Oh no, my map. Oh no, my map. Oh no. It's funny. I can see further than my map renders. My the resource pack for the world didn't load for me today either, so I'm a little annoyed on that. The settings are weird though. I like what did we lose? Yeah, it looks like I lost Voxy. Because I should be seeing a lot further than that. Or is it because of this? Are they competing? If I turn off Distant Horizons, will I see further? As it slowly loads in. I'm seeing further than I should be. But I don't think I'm seeing everything. There really needs to be an option to turn off the toast pop-ups for stuff like that. I think. Like if I do a... Aha! Thank you, Sodium Extra. Boop! I think I've got to do that one, but... There we go. Okay. But I wanted to go to my overlook and see how far we can see. Hey, spirits. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a butt. Boopity boop. I don't think the server has that. It's fine. I don't know. It's been a bit since I've been on. Things didn't. I was trying to update things on my end, and I had issues when I did, which is why a bunch of the mods like Foxy and stuff aren't loaded in properly. It's not the end of the world, but hey, look, a geode. I think I can technically. I just do that. Am I allowed to just send a command to the server? Because I have Voxy server on. I don't know if they're on the wrong version, so it won't communicate, but that should be importing it. Is the thing. Like, it should 100% be importing that little bit. But if they don't match, then I don't think it will. The other option is obviously I go Voxy, import, world, which I apparently don't have in here. Yeah. I don't know. But I hope y'all are doing all right. I hope y'all are having an okay day. I'm a bit zoned out right now. I slept a bit weird, so my energy's kind of meh. I've gained a bird. I've gained another bird. I need to controls again. Keybinds. So what I've just learned. I got some of these wrong. So you're supposed to be that one. You're supposed to be that one. And then you're supposed to be that one. Bird. But no, it's been a bit since I've been on. I've been having trouble sleeping. So I'm a little out of sorts as a result of that. Oh, that's awesome, Spirits. I hope that went well for you. Why have I gained a vine? Why is there a vine here now? Yeah, there's another of the bird. Quiet phone. Okay. Yeah, Mari's not looking okay. Oh god. Sorry. I just imagined an alternate version of Mari's model up in the corner that looks like that. Oh god. So, one of my mods is out of date. That's fine. Let's see. I need to what I want to do right now because I've got a handful of things. Like I've got this glass. That was one of the things I was working on before, but I'm just gonna grab some white concrete. We're gonna start there. That gives us a project we understand. This was our last thing we did. Oh, bud. Why is that opening? Okay. So, options, controls, keybinds. That is one of them, and that is changing you. I don't want you to actually do anything, so let's just hit that. There we go. Why are you going off, phone? Oh. Sorry, I had I forgot. I had caffeine delivered. One sec. Woo! It was on sale for like 40% off. Taiga, for what it's worth, you always went to sleep. And that would be in 20 minutes, judging by the time. I think if it's not going to be too late, it would be good for you to hang out with your friend and try and stay up for a few hours and then go to sleep after hanging out. Personally, given the time of day. I've got to actually remember how to path around my base. There we go. Oh my god, phone, shut the fuck up. Sorry. It's Saturday, which means here's all your notifications. But yeah, if it's only 7 o'clock there, Taiga, it would probably be best for you to try and hang out for a few hours, even if it's just like 4 hours. That way you're also exhausted, and then that allows you to sleep better hours. Just saying. I still love these fireflies. You would not believe your eyes. Yeah, exactly, Taiga. Hanging out with somebody is a good way to force yourself to be up longer, too. Alright, so we need to build another building. We need to continue our building approach. Now we can go. I wanted a round building here, kind of like a storage silo for something. I don't know what. We've got the edge of our Adventurers Guild here that was going to have a path off the side, so we should probably figure out what we're going to do with this path. Hi, BB. Hi. Yeah? Yeah. BB, you're so polite. Hey, Lapis. How wide is the road I put on this side of the building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Mince raft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Same width. I was gonna say, this is Steven Universe, isn't it? You're hearing the music. Look over. Yes, it is. Here comes a thought. Okay. So if we do a building here, what is the best way to approach this? I think with this building specifically, I'm going to push one back. And give this building a bit of a platform. Hey, Sharon. Now, we got to remember on the other side, we've got a restaurant there that has its own platform. So we don't want to go too heavy on that in the design. But we go there. We get this little raised bit. What type of building do we want you to be? Shops make the most sense right here. So let's view this as... Go there. Do we do like maybe a fancy armor shop? We go like there and they get like a 3 wide stair up. Right there. Right, so we've got stairs, 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 well, stairs, stairs up to here, and then the door would be on this platform. We're gonna mirror this. Mirror this shape anyway. Right, so they have their entrance, they have that. They go there. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Hey, Beard. We don't need to sort out the details of the building, but we need to get kind of a general shape of what each one's going to have. This is fairly large compared to the other sides of the shops. So, but if we're looking at like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like right there. I need to go one more. Only because I gave this building a platform to be on. Right, so that has a pretty sizable entrance. A little worried about the width of this section. I'm going to widen this a little bit. technically it doesn't have a platform on that side. It just has it in front, so this is fine. We'll do that, and then we can set up a proper entrance there. I'm feeling like an ASMR streamer today. Do I just like get closer to the mic and go? And start talking very casually like this, just very softly. Make everybody fall asleep. I don't think we want everybody to fall asleep though. I don't think that's really the vibe I want entirely for my streams. I don't mind being chill, but there is a level of this might be too much. I think I could pull it off because I know how to whisper, unlike some people. I really hate listening to streamers who try to do this ASMR thing, but then they don't know how to whisper. If you've ever been around somebody who doesn't know how to actually whisper, it's really annoying. This whisper shouldn't sound like this. It's really annoying. All right, I need my caffeine. Ah. Baby. I can't help it, okay? Okay, so we've got that. We just need kind of the base, like, footprint of these buildings to do the next one. So the catch here, or what becomes interesting, is we've created this spot, right? We've created this raised platform area. Now what we can do here, to be interesting, actually, I am gonna get rid of this little platform I did here. Because I think from a, could you imagine if my afternoon stream just became ASMR streams? I think the problem is I can't commit to a bit. I can't commit to a bit. But what we can do here is we have this shop that's the one, and then we can actually merge this with the next building over, which could be a, which we could do an armor shop, because we need an armor shop. If we're doing the entry to the one, we can go down here, and then this can go into an armor shop that's in the same spot. But no, I think I would lose my mind if I tried to do ASMR. Do. Be a good way to get Tyga to actually go to sleep, though, huh? So yeah, we could do the entrance to the armor shop there, in the blacksmith shop. Well, for armor here, and weapons here, or weapons and armor, whatever. Have them combined, even have a staircase between the two inside. And then we could make this one multiple stories. Yeah, but if I'm doing like an ASMR type thing, I think you mentally wouldn't even realize that it was gonna make you pass out, you know? If I could commit to the bit, honestly, I think it would work. I think the problem is I would make myself tired doing it. Like talking like this, I can only do so much. Now, granted, there would be ways to get me to do this, but I would end up just yawning during it. But like, if I can just go, "Hello, Amaru. Welcome. I hope you're doing well." Something, grab a cup of tea, relax, unwind. I don't know. I feel like that's one of those redeems that I could do, like, oh yeah, if you guys do this, we'll do an entire ASMR stream of something. I could see being a thing, but see, the problem is I chose to do this, and I didn't even like handle. I find so in terms of ASMR streams, I generally don't have an issue with ASMR streams. My issue tends to arise from the ones that are trying to do ASMR streams where they're like putting things up to the mic so you can hear how they sound and things. Those ones get me. Those ones drive me nuts. So if we're talking in that respect, I completely agree. See, and I can't deal with those ones. Those are the ones that kill me. Then we do that. There we go. I gave the Adventurers Guild its own teleporter right there, so I could just zoop right to here. Because I really love this building. But no, I also find the ones where, like... Where it's supposed to be noises in your ear. Because that also sets off, was it misophonia? Is that the term for the people who are bothered by it? I think it's misophonia. Or it's sounds. And I have to agree. It can be a lot. I don't have a problem with it per se, like as a thing for people to do, but it's like I don't want to hear it. But like just like forcing an extra chill, almost Bob Ross kind of voice going on, I don't think is the worst thing in the world. I didn't bring any doors. Doors for me. More doors for me. But yeah, we do this, right? And then here would be... We go there, and then we get a window there, right? That's how we've been showing off where windows will be. I can see that. I can see that, Lapis. And then over here, because this would be the weapon shop one, we'd also want this over here. I think we'll do a more normal window here. Is an energy drink justified to make my sleep schedule better? With how late it is, Taiga, half an energy drink should be okay, but I wouldn't push it. Like, if you're actually trying to work on your sleep schedule, yes, to a point. Just don't overdo it, you know? Okay, everybody, we got technically 2 shops here. If you share with a friend, yeah, go for that. Share with your friend. If we go with this, right? If we go with this for our next 2 buildings, what should our next building be? We just need I need a building idea so I can figure out what shape I should go for. And the nice thing is it can be repeat buildings. We can have more of the same buildings. There's no restriction there. We can repeat and do all that all we want. Right? We're just trying to get some shapes in. We're just after filling in shapes. Do. That's not a building, Taiga. That's a build. We're after buildings like storefronts and shops and businesses and restaurants and that sort of thing. Snore that soda. While I like your idea, those are mostly going to be over there. Like I've got a marketplace over there that is going to be for like shop stalls, things like that, and I think that's the better spot for that. I do like the idea, but that'll go down there. Doo 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 doo. Let's see. Am I ramping? I'm ramping up, right? Because this one also needed to ramp up over there. Yeah. Let's do this first. Eh. Baby, baby. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo, doo, boo. Boo, boo, doo, boo. Can I rant a little bit? I had another annoying person on TikTok because I was letting people know, because somebody was talking about Graveyard Keeper, and they were excited for the sequel, and I let them know that Graveyard Keeper 2 should probably be wary. You should probably be wary about Graveyard Keeper 2 because the dev's gone pretty hard into Gen AI. Claims it's not in the game, but has been going pretty heavy on Gen AI as a whole. So I had let them know. And somebody made the comment, "You're on a site that's definitely using Gen AI too. You're such a hypocrite." Like, y'all, you choose your battles. Choose your battles. Like, I don't want to use Gen AI. My job is related to interacting with other platforms. I have to. Like, at times I have to go, I hate this, and I will complain about this. I can only do so much, you know? Like, the worst type of people to me are the, yet you still choose to take part in society. If you have such a problem with society, but you still live in society. Like, yeah, that's how things change. That whole guy popping out of the well comic strip. Yet you live in society. Like, yes. Like, people that, like, I mean, with I'm gonna beat a dead horse here. With the whole Spirit Crossing thing, right? People were coming to the Discord to complain about the decisions they were making, and how they didn't like it and stuff. And people were making the comment, if you don't like it, you just shouldn't play. It's like, or we can voice our opinions and see if the devs will listen, because we also have our choices and they want to hear from us. Like, what, like, do you want the game to improve? Well, why does your things you want to change matter more than ours? Like, y'all. It's like, I just, people should be allowed to complain about things and want to see change, you know? So, Taiga, in regards to buying the same outfits, there is a slight problem with doing that, and I am just pointing this out as a thing to be aware of. If you were to do that, the problem you run into is that people will think that you only have one outfit, and they will think you smell. They will think that you are wearing the same clothes every single day. They're going to think you're gross if they see you every day. It's an unfortunate side effect, true or not. They will also worry about you. Now, I would say buy 5 of the same shirt and pants, but in different colors. That way you know they all work. You can do that. You can cheat it. You can get them in different colors. Extra points if you make it so they mix and match really well. Okay. I like the vibe of that building. Just having that base there. There's some shapes I want to work on that I'm just kind of thinking about with this whole base right now. It's like I've got this. I like how this feels. This is going to feel mostly like this. There's going to be an overhang here, but this is mostly the shape I'm going for that one. But if we go this way, right, like the shape of the building as we approach it is important. But over here, we're approaching from this way. This is going to be obstructed. I do need to, I think, flesh out this idea a bit more on this building in particular. So that way we can see how it obstructs. So I want a 2.5 high window here, so it pulls up. I want it taller than it is wide, so we're going to do that. Let's go there, and then for this we can do... We do that. Yeah, no, this is fine. We go there. Because I want it to be... I want it to be pulled back, right? Like, I want that, but I want... I don't want that going on. I want... Which button are you? This one. Okay. So, I want... one of my keys is wrong. I hate that I lost all my keybinds. I really do. There should be a camera, though, that I'm missing here. I need another one. I have another camera in here. So camera utilities has those. But then I want... I think it's just this one. I want that one. In there. And then... Yeah. Okay, and then... Okay, we're going to go down here, and then I want to reset that one. But then I want... How do I... Where's... can you not modify the key for third person? No, there it is. I was like, where are you? There. That. So now I can pop back to here. Because I want this while I work on this, so I can go, okay, that's how that looks, so we can see the shape of the building better. I don't like that I gotta double tap it, but I want my over the shoulder, I want my looking back, and I want a distance one, though I do think that is a bit far. Let's try. Let's just do 10. Right, so there we can see the general shape of this building. Itchy nose! Oh my god. Trying to make a cute outfit that would go with your new shoes and make it load. Fair. Pairing shades of gray does make it easy to match, but I don't think that's fun. Though I'm a big fan of wearing mostly black and then having an accent color. So opinions may vary. Okay, so there. Give me my magnet. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I feel like opinions on what to wear drastically change, especially if colorblind. Uh, that will that'll skew things a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Right, because here's the funny thing. So that's the Adventurers Guild, right? So what you would want to do if you ran the Adventurers Guild. Hey, VJ. Or not if you ran the Adventurers Guild, but if you ran a shop next to the Adventurers Guild, right? You would want to make sure that people could see in there from there. They could see your merchandise, right? I would like a wider window than this. I want... No! I want that there. Go there. Womp. Good question, Tyga. Can't answer it for you. Okay. So we do that, right? There we get our 2 floors. Part that's gonna be a little bit weird, I guess, with this layout though, how I've done this is I didn't think about the thickness of the floor. Do a shorter ceiling, I guess, and then it would put me down kind of low, which isn't the worst. But I think I need to go and do this. I need to basically raise all of these windows up half a block because of where the floor would end up being. Which these would be full blocks. I don't know why I'm using... Wop. 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 And you and you. Eh. No, server restart. I need to update my my stream title better. Do. Boop. Boop, boo, boo. There we go. I hate corduroy so much. I genuinely despise corduroy as a material. Whoop. And there goes the server. Do. While the server is doing its quick refresh, it is there, but we're gonna have that little hiccup thing for when it first loads us in. So let's change up our music. Let's get a little more energy going. What's this? Animated musical adventures. What do we got? Nah, we're gonna go high energy. We need more energy. Let's go. Energy. There we go. Sounds awesome, Tyga. Okay. So we do that, and then I need to put the window backing in. Is the music a good volume, or is the music a little too loud for y'all? Do let me know. I feel like it's probably too loud given it has lyrics. No. There we go. Just drop it down to about there. Probably better. So part of the reason I want to push this building side up, right? Why I'm doing that now rather than later is I need to make sure that the building feels right when you're approaching this one, right? I need to make sure that we are getting a good view of the building no matter how far we go. So when we're back this far, I'm obscuring a lot of the building, which is what we want, but we want to see enough of it. So we are good here, even if I do, say, a sloped roof that way, or even if I don't. I'm probably going to do... I feel like with this building, I'd actually want to do a triangular roof almost. Going from there and then maybe going all the way over. We go that way and go down. Or we could go the other way. Actually, if we go the other way, we could do a slope all the way down across both buildings. I think that would look good. Let's see how that actually comes out. Let's just assume that's 2. So we go like there. Now that is a slope from... I hate doing sloped roofs because I do have to keep redoing the math. But I think like 2 isn't going to be enough, right? 2, 2. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to need to be 3. No, actually, 2, 2 is working pretty well. Whoop. Does end up a little low over here. Good job, Jaga. So that puts us there, which is just a little low for me having a window here that I was shaping out. So we're going to try it as a 3 and see if this is horrible or fine. So there's 3. 3. 3. 3. I think 3 is right. This is still a little low here, but I think the roof is going to be one above this spot, not on this spot, so. Also looks to line up well with the front door there. So if we step back. Yeah, doing a slope like that I think will work really well for the roof there. We're going to have odd framing in some spots, I think, with like the overhang on the main entrance. Definitely need a window here. Nah, Tyga, sorry. I have a strict no glitter diet. I'm already too glamorous, and I don't want to make it too much, you know? Okay, so if we go with this for the shape. Go down here. There we go. By the way, and I mean this in an entirely non-manipulative way, thanks to Vortex, we now have a new little kind of alert image that you'll get if in the Discord if somebody grabs a Streamloots pack. So there's now new art for that instead of the old honey themed one. Okay, go here. Let's go there. Just to make the shape a little more interesting. Actually, I want to go the other direction. Let's just go the 2. There we go. I hope everybody's having an alright morning. I do apologize again for the low energy I've had lately. I am hoping to get my energy levels sorted. It's just I've been dealing with a lot of mental health stuff, so please bear with. Let's say, is this Blink-182? This is not a popular Blink-182 song. Go. Okay, so now this is where it gets a little weird. Well, I want that one there. This is a interesting spot because the ground is not here, right? So I need to get to that level. Which, yeah, not a great spot. Here we go. Hey, Nico. I have a question for people because this was pointed out. Now, I'm not somebody who's looking for it or anything, and maybe this is why, but I know that like the internet's extremely, at least sections of the internet, extremely excited about a new GTA, right? I have an important question. Have we seen any gameplay of GTA 6 that's supposed to be like coming out in a few months? We haven't seen anything, right? Pre-orders are available. We know its price, but we've not seen any gameplay or anything, right? Yeah, so if leaks don't leaks aren't going to count in anything. Like that, like if it's actually a leak, that doesn't count for anything, right? So why are people spending money on something we haven't seen anything other than a pre-rendered trailer? What's happening? What is happening? Like, I get that people are complaining about the price and the fact that like buying the physical copy doesn't actually get you a physical copy, it just gets you a case, and all valid complaints, and I completely agree with people being pissed off about that. But why are you pre-ordering something you haven't even seen? It's absurd. Like, you can complain about it being $100, sure, but like, I'm complaining because why are you even considering spending $100 on something you haven't actually seen the product of?
Cameron. My mouse just got rolled up by a little green alien. Chase after it for me.
I don't wanna. See. Yeah, actually locking gameplay and stuff behind always bugs me. I don't mind it much when it's like DLC that isn't available on release, or you get like a season pass when it comes out, like you're getting the season pass for blah blah blah. I'm cool with that when you get like Ultimate Edition, or you get like a pre-order bonus. Like, hey, you bought it right away, so you get this like fancy, you get a special outfit for your character or a tattoo that's unique to the pre-orders or the Ultimate Edition. Cool. Locking story stuff is brutal and just weird. I mean, I'm going to assume that there's also going to be an upgrade pass, so it is essentially the same as the DLC, but it's still weird. A lot of it is weird and gross. And also, as a reminder, Rockstar's been union busting and they're in trouble for it. Like, don't buy Rockstar. You know? Okay, we've got that. This area makes me want a little, like, into a small, like, fenced area here. And create a kind of little, like, park. That's the vibe I get right now. My inventory has become filled with junk. Okay, there we go. And we will... Oop, wrong button. What am I doing? I've been playing too many other games. I'm losing track of Minecraft controls. It's been too long. I'm sorry. I don't have a spot for purple glass. Okay. Well, filled with money. Okay. We got that. But Mari is right. It is time for a quick 3-minute break. So we are going to get up, stretch, wiggle around, all that fun stuff. I will catch you all in a little bit. Take care of yourselves. Get some water. It's hot for a lot of you. I know that. Be right back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go.
Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Learn that white strawberries exist. Now, Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Learn that white strawberries exist. Now, Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing. That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari.
Sorry I was a little late coming back. Someone was being weird in my comments on Blue Sky. And I ain't here for that. I ain't here for that. Neither is Mari, apparently. Neither is Corrupted Mari. I'm sorry, Corrupted Mari. I didn't mean to scare you. I have forgotten how to interact with it. I press E to interact. No, just to give a kind of fill in on why somebody was being weird. I had made a post last night talking about how I'm really annoyed that like all these games that I end up enjoying streaming them, they end up doing well for my channel, and then the company does something problematic, right? And I had mentioned, for example, I had used Fortnite Spirit Crossing and Speedstorm were my examples, right? Which, if you've been here, you understand why. Spirit Crossing for their not so much their Gen AI use, but their dodging of the question of Gen AI use. Fortnite has gone hard into putting Gen AI into their games upon laying off a whole bunch of people, as well as supporting a lot of different bigots of different types. And then Speedstorm has started doing Gen AI stuff in their promo images and things like that, right? As well as their highly manipulative financial practices when it comes to like how they're convincing people to spend money on a game that was not that manipulative when it came out and things like that, right? And somebody goes, "You're just now figuring out that Tim Sweeney is a bad person." Like, I've been raising issue with this for a while and reducing spend. Like, it's not a new stance from me. But it's also really weird. Like, it was a really weird comment. It was like, stop being weird in my comments. I didn't even see it because they had mentioned somebody whose name I have on my auto muted terms, so I don't have to see it. But just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like I don't get people. But then somebody else for a different thing. I was explaining like my issues and where they lie with them and whatnot. And I got a thanks for explaining. Maybe you should try indie games instead. I go, problem is, Spirit Crossing is an indie game, and they just did that. So it doesn't matter who I pick if one of them's gonna screw me over. You know, it's just like it's bad luck that I'm having. So it's irritating. It's irritating to have these situations of very bad luck going on. I did mod my Steam client, actually. So now my Steam client will actually tell me if a game is AI or not, which is really useful. Like, I don't have to scroll down to find out. It blurs the image for it and pops up over top of everything. It goes, hey, this game says it uses AI, just so you know. Like, thank you. So there's going to be an interesting thing that has to happen here. You're not going to see it too well because my map is unloaded. But basically, this road goes down, but there's a hill over here that I have to go up for, right? Like, this terrain is clearly higher here. So I have to have a shelf, which I'm okay with having a shelf for the shops, but there's going to have to be ways up. So, like, back here is a decent, like, spot, right? This is a pretty wide hallway for what I normally do. But given that it's by the Adventurers Guild, to me, it makes sense to have a slightly wider path here. But I'm going to have to figure out, like, little stairways up to get back to that other area, and I'm going to need them pretty consistent. So there's one there. And I think over here, we're going to do the same. But we're going to go this way. Right? So we need ways for them to get up to this layer. And then I'm actually going to have another layer going up again. Yeah, we need ways for them to get up. My nose itches. I'm okay. Okay. I'm an arms dealer. Do with weapons in the form of words. Don't even care. But yeah, see, we do this. Now, I don't like what I did there. I want to move this over one. And I know that's gonna make this one stairway narrow, but we're gonna inset this one. Wrong one. No! Okay. So we're going to go there. There we go. Pick those back up. Ah. So we're gonna go there. Now our stairs are going to go there, and we want to give them 2 space. Painting your trash gold while you sleep. I am clicking the wrong things way too many times, and I'm slowly losing it. Nope. I blame my mouse wheel. Probably not the mouse wheel's fault, but I'm going to blame it. It can fight me. It's already fighting me, so. There we go. There. This also gives us kind of a nice angle there, and then from here it lines up pretty well, so we can get a good shape going. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Okay. Okay. So now we get a path here, here, here. That'll lead up to that next layer, which is going to be a short layer. Because we're just trying to quickly move up to the next tier. But we'll have a little walkway here, probably. And then maybe some... It might not even be the front of stores. It might be the back of stores that are back here. That are in this section. But we have a little, like, walking area over this way, right? One thing I want to be more easy to do without plugins in Minecraft is I'd love for you to be able to apply server-side resource packs based on what area of the map you're in. Like if you could use a command block to trigger it, right? Because then I think what would be really cool is you could have people have their bases and use different resource packs for those different bases. So like I could in theory do my entire base in black and white if I wanted. Right, like that could be an option. If I just wanted my whole base to be whites and then maybe purple accents. Then I could just have a resource pack that did that, you know? Okay. So that gives us a good idea of how that building's going to appear. We still technically need, like, legs on this, but that's going to be an armor stand thing. Because this isn't really a good spot for all of that. Like, I've got these supports, but they would still need something to have the weight leveraged on, because that ain't gonna hold. Her. Yeah. Okay. I still think it's funny. Like, I apparently am having trouble connecting to Voxy server because I definitely should have loaded more chunks by now. And I don't think I've loaded any. Like, if I go to my storage really quick, I'm also going to go over here and I'm going to boop, boop, boop. And we go to the overlook. I should see some chunks from Voxy server. It's not giving me anything. And I don't know why not. It's filled in some gaps, but it is missing a lot of my base right now. Whee! Like, I at least know what's over here. Like, we're heading towards Fuji's. I'm gonna have to do a weird fix to get everything to actually load in. If I'm assuming my Voxy server is just out of sync with the server. For some reason. But I hate that it's not loaded for some reason. I forgot Fuji had all this scaffold. That is terrifying amounts of scaffold. I say this as somebody who loves scaffold. That is a terrifying amount of scaffold. Why is my Voxy server not servering? It's on. But I'm not getting anything. No.
Amazing.
Thank you for the resub.
Dirtbag Boyfriend just subscribed to us for another month. That's 5 now.
Thank you. I'm doing alright, Dirtbag. Okay, I'm going to return to my base. I like how I turned on the progress overlay and now it's kind of freaking out a little bit. It didn't like that I did that, but... I turned on the progress overlay and I'm not seeing anything, which tells me that the Voxy server just isn't working. Why am I not getting... Well, that's this one, so that's actually fine. if I turn that off... See, here's the thing that gets me. If I turn that off, I can still see. So Voxy is working. Like, Voxy's working fine. It's just not loading... everything? I don't understand. Yeah, Voxy server, import, existing. Current? Like, I'm not getting anything. I don't understand. Something's up with the server. Because I should be able to see forever. No. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay. Let's see. What do I want to work on right now? Like, we got that one building in, we got the shape of it kind of going. It's not perfect, but it gives us an idea. Our next building probably would make sense to have it jut out a little bit. How do I want to do that? Let's do... Have a good one, Tyga. 2, 3. Go there. Do that. That goes 4 wide. Go there. 3 wide. We'll just do that shape, right? And then we do a door on this one. Like, we don't need to go into too much detail. We just need to figure out the general shape of the buildings. We go here, 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 here. Is my typical go-to. And then for this one, we'll do that. And that gives us a rectangular window. Then we do a wall there. Not all of the buildings need spaces, some of them. So if we look over at what we've done, we've got a space on this one. We've got this building, but then we've got that building with no space. So we need to do more of them without a gap. So that way we can kind of share walls and things like that, which can make for better looking interiors. But we have to kind of plan a little bit when we do that. So we can do... We need to change up the architectural style when we do that a bit. Because, like, there, it still looks like it's one building if we don't really make it clear. So for this, let's go there, and then we'll go back a little bit, and then we'll go over. Oops, didn't mean to place that one. I'm going to go back one more. The reason I'm doing that is we can put a window or a door here for this building, which gives it a very different kind of dynamic to the other buildings. Because most of the other buildings have the front door facing the road, so having it facing away from the road kind of changes the feel of it as a whole, right? So we've got building there, and then building here, and then this building goes in that way. We'll do a nice big window here. A 2x3 window. A very large opening into the building. Over here, we could do a window, or we could leave it this way. I think we'll leave it this way. Sometimes it's good to have those blank spaces. Like, as much as I'm very much I want every wall to have windows, you don't need it. And I think that's a hard habit to break design-wise, but like you really don't need it. So we do that. That gives us a shape. Second building. We got 2 buildings here. Now we could do a gap here, or we can do another building. I think at this range it would be good to have another gap. So let's go like here, and then I'm gonna do we do like a long narrow building there. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do another one. And then I'm gonna be risky here. I say risky, it's not risky, but it's like I'm going to go further out in the road, because if you look, I've not gone this far out ever. This is now the furthest point, other than that balcony. So this is the furthest out any of these have gone, which makes this building really obnoxious. But I think that's kind of the fun of it. You occasionally get these buildings that just kind of like, we had some rules established and we've broken that. It also can be a good way to kind of narrow the player over. Right? So instead of being able to like walk a straight line, I will have to kind of go around stuff. Oh, my neck, my back, my anxiety attack. Yeah, I kind of see these as being completely identical buildings, except they're offset weird. So we do 1, 2, over. Go there. What up? What up? What up? Ah. Stop yawning me. I had a very broken sleep. For those who don't know, I had a fever yesterday. It seems to be better right now. I don't know if it actually is, but it seems better right now. But the problem is, like, obviously, I don't know if I'm fully better. I'm probably not. But it just kind of taking it as we go. But I ended up going to bed at, like, 10, which is quite early for me. Ended up waking up at 3, and then went back to sleep at, like, 6. So my sleep's a bit wonk. There we go. So we've got the general gray box of that going. Do that really quick. There we go. Like, it feels good to get the distance going on this, even though I don't have like full plans for each thing. Like, it feels good to have like just the idea of like walking down and being able to go, okay, buildings on both sides. I definitely see where this is going, and we get to feel that kind of tunnel effect going. Like, we don't always get that tunnel effect. So when we, like, it feels better the further into this we go, because we've added more details, we've slowly fleshed out more layers there. So we just go, go, go. Probably put a window here. Maybe not. Maybe this will be a sign. We'll put like a sign for that business there. But like as we get to more detailed sections, it really just feels more fleshed out. Hi, BB. BB has decided to lay behind the keyboard. So he's getting pet now. There's not any light or anything back there. I think he just likes being in my line of sight. His tail, though, is being a nuisance. Your tail's in the way, buddy. Tail's in the way, buddy. Please don't hit my keys. There we go. Okay. There's that. Oh, and by the way, the conversations on Blue Sky regarding Gen AI usage is making me want to work on my own game even more, and I'm hoping my brain will allow me to focus somewhat on that. I still need to work on setting up the teams for the stream, because I want to do like everybody has their own team. If you haven't heard this thing, I want to set it up so everybody on the stream can sign up to be part of a different team and can have their own little like joke pride on their teams and things like that. But yeah, it is all work. Eh. Oh, my back hurts so much. Doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-boo. Why? I'm so itchy. I know why. I don't like it, but I know why. Is that at the right light distance? Yeah, the light distance there is just funny. Boop, boop, boop. Lights on. Lights off. Through the party like my name was El Nino. I'm hanging out, drinking in the back of El Camino. As a kid, was a skid. No one knew my name. Just my own house party, cause nobody came. I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back in high school. Never going, never showing up when we had to. Attention that we crave. Don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing act your age. I don't want to waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your conformity. Back down, 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 down. Now, I framed this for a building that I do not have any idea of what I want here. Well, animal, it's how we were raised. Maiden and priest were the gods that we praise. But as we like having fun of other people's expenses, gun people down is just a minor offense then. I'm another victim of your conformity. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, so let's go there and there. There and there. To let you know it. Don't count on me. Do it again. Go. Burp, 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 burp. Okay, we go there, and then you're gonna get the door. Burp, burp. There, and then that's where that's gonna be. Now I need to see my light levels, and I don't know what my light level key is anymore. Toggle light overlay is on F8. I can remove that. Let me hit F8. Okay. I want to make sure everything's lit up because we've broken quite a few. Everything in here should be good. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. So we go there, make sure that's lit. Because I don't want mobs spawning, especially right next to the Adventurers Guild. Because they will try and pathfind over to my villagers. They shouldn't be able to make it unless it's a baby villager, but that's still not ideal. Right, we don't want that issue happening. Okay. Phoebe, your tail. Your tail's in the way, buddy. No, 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 no. Okay. Let's see. So we've got that. We've got our entrance to that building. We've got this walkway over here, which leads over to this. If I go there, I can I still do that? No, I can't. If I go there, I can't go up this. Stairs are always a really interesting spot for me because it's like I want them cramped, but I need it to be in a spot where so that I can still go up. Yeah. But I try to make the transitions as smooth as possible. And I think for this we need to go there's 2, 2, and then 2. And we go there. No, 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 no. Right, so then we have a proper walkway up to that layer. Now I could, in theory, do more, but like I said, I want to do a building here, and that's a good size for a building. So we have the downstairs, we have the upstairs, we have a pathway behind it with a bit of a road. That should work really well there. Now I don't know how it feels on the other one. I don't know if I did make that stairs or not. Yeah, so I already did these. This one slopes up a lot quicker, levels out, and then goes up again. They have 2 different approaches to the same kind of system. But they're also 2 different tiers. Like, you can see, like, that area is a different level than the one I was just at. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, let's get some more energy in our music. Because I ain't providing the energy today, apparently. Oh. No, I don't want to play country music. I don't care that it's nearing the 4th of July. I don't have pride. So, no thank you. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we get that. Teenage dirtbag, baby. Okay. So we have that. We have our stairs up here. We are good on that. I think what I can do here, actually, I'm gonna do this. So the music is quieter for you now. But the main thing is it's still loud for me because I need the loud of it. Okay, so we've got that. I should go grab doors. And yeah, so let's go and go to storage. Go there. Go there. That should be good. And then I'm going to need more. Let's go with stairs. And slabs. Okay. Okay. And then we go back to the guild. Okay. So now we need to grab our doors. We're gonna shove the doors into the building so that way they feel a little more proper. I don't want you opening that direction. Hinge on that side. Thank you. Hinge on your hinge. Hinge on the right for this one. Okay. Hinge on the left again. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? I am maiden, baby. There we go. There we go. You would have it right there. So that way you're opening to the road. You would be there. Same there. Same there. There we go. Doors are in place. Let's go back here, there, and there. I don't think my one resource pack is... my one mod is working. Where are you at? And yeah, fancy world animations doesn't appear to be working. Mod state on. It wasn't. There we go. The doors weren't opening and closing. Like that ain't right. I appreciate you popping by. Oh, that's always fun, Wolf. I hope it wasn't too annoying for you. We did, Somia, but it was causing different doorways to act really weird. Where it was like grabbing long ranges of stuff and just causing weird updates. So removed it for the lag spike issues. Yep. It's easier to make that, like, spend the time to wire up and do them manually rather than have it opening weird edge cases. I think the weird edge cases, one of them, just to kind of point it out, is over something that I experienced in my base, but it was causing... It would cause things like me opening that to open all of these, which we don't want. Like, it was opening every single one, which is not ideal. But, like, over here... I don't have a... How do I get up there? I need to get up. I need up! Cameron, what uppies? Okay, I need up here. Got it. But one of the edge cases is, like, right here. I would open... Like, opening this door was opening all 4 of these doors because of their positioning. And it just... It was like, yeah, no, that shouldn't be happening. So it was just like, it's easier to remove this and get all that balanced and... Yeah. And Twitch just did the annoying thing, so now I have to call out everybody. Hey, everybody, if you are able, please do me a favor. Make sure Twitch still knows you are here. Twitch can be a butt at times. Twitch just dropped off half of you. Literally half of you disappeared from my view count because Twitch is a jerk. So make sure, if you get a chance, just click on the stream. Make sure your view is still counting. Claim the little bonus channel point just below the chat, things like that. Make sure if you have Better Twitch TV installed that if you go to the settings, make sure the auto claim chat bonus chest is on. Make sure the tab is not falling asleep in your web browser, things like that. If you've had me in the background, it may just think that your tab is no longer active, even though it's playing the video from it, which is lovely. But I do that every once in a while just to make sure everybody is aware, because Twitch can be a bit of a bully when it comes to those numbers. Okay. So this building here is to be a little, like, cafe, right? And I want to be really ominous with the building next to it. And I'm trying to think, do I want to butt it up against it? Because we've got an alley on this side. This goes back. I think we are going to butt up against it, but we're going to do it as an overhang. Like, I'm going to have it as imposing as possible on it. It would. I did consider that. I mean, it's going to be that way for a long time, being the completely white. And what I will probably do is just have, like, certain buildings that I spend the time coloring in. Kind of like, I think the weird way of describing it is like regained memories. Like you have sections that are just regained and you've got enough idea of what they look like there. I have seen people play and they're like, look at this screenshot. I built Minecraft completely out of white blocks and like everything is white and they took it at the time of day where it's barely got any blue in the sky. Like they had like this angle here. And it's like, cool, except these are pink. This is pink. This is a pink block. This is not white. And it always stands out to me in those screenshots when people do that. It's like, you're talking about like, oh, look at all these gray blocks. These are pink. Other than like this stripe here, here, and here, and here. This entire thing is pink. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Go like that. No. No, no, no. Yeah, I want this to be like a really, really irritating building behind this one. I know you do. Even in your hope is gone. I like how like pop punk starter packs to me when I hear them. My brain goes bowling alley early 2000s. That's what this is. That's what all of this music is. Pop punk music from this era. It is early 2000s bowling alley. Move along like I know you do. Even in your hope is gone. Move along, make it through. Okay. Okay. So we go like that. We get a big, we're going to have a big imposing building that's actually going to like arch over. Go there. Go there. And then I'm going to actually have it jut out even further. Like that. My one ex was obsessed with 303. I need to work on my phrasing of that. Sorry, I was just like thinking through my statement. Because I said I had an ex is what I said. It's I had a girlfriend or I had a partner in this situation, not I had a ex because they're still my ex. I have an ex. I keep getting caught up on my own phrasing there when I do that. It's like that's not right. So that's why I kind of stopped there. It's like no, words, proper order. I have an ex who used to be obsessed with 303 though. Oh my god, my ear. Itchy. Itchy. Ah. Eh. Eh. Hi, baby. When did you leave? When did you get up? How did you were laying there and then you moved around and now you're back up here? What happened? When did you jump down? When did you jump down? Are you sneaky? Are you being sneaky? Okay. Woo! Okay. Your lips. Move the head together and talk with your hips. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have that go all the way over. I'm gonna go that way. No, I'm not. Yeah, so that went all the way past that one building, right? And then we're gonna have this wrap over and do this. And I haven't even decided why we're doing this kind of like fancy awning on this one. Like we don't need a reason. We're just kind of filling out buildings and we can detail them later, you know? We're after shapes, we're after vibes. So like we get that, we have this building, we know that that's going up over it. BB. This is what I mean. You gotta be careful with your tail. Like you just knocked me out of my. How do I get back in? What did you do? You disassociated me, BB. How did you disassociate me? How do I get back in my body? F4. Thank you. BB, I love you. Your tail's being a pain in the butt. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our overhang here. Well, now that I know. So we've got our overhang here, right? BB! God damn it! I love you. Your tail is in the way. I'm not gonna fall for that though, Zomia. Okay, I use that enough in my regular stuff that Alt F4 will never work. Okay, so we've got that. I want to do. That's gonna need to go higher if I've got that there. Up we go. Hey, Toko. Okay, we're gonna go to right there, and then I'm gonna flip down here. No! Okay, we go like that. Wow. And then we'll do this, which I know I could do full blocks here, but I'm trying to kind of establish the curve for myself. I'm going to use that. And then right there. There we go. And we'll do it again. You see, I want it to be high enough that I can go over this, but it still feels like it's really, really close. Okay, so it was this one that can be a full block. So we're going to get rid of these now. Burn up, burn, burn up, burn, burn up, burn, burn up, burn, burn up, burn up, burn up, burn. Okay. Yeah, I want to go way out. I want this to be, like, very clearly, like, a building that wasn't able to be torn down and then a building was put over top of it, is the vibe I'm after here. I've run out of pieces! Okay. Okay. There we go. So now if we go to the Avengers Guild and we look, yeah, you can see the whole building is now kind of being overshadowed by this floor. Which is what we want. We want it to feel like the like certain buildings have like stuck around, but the world has kind of gone on around them is kind of the vibe. There we go. I'll have to do something fun here, because I've mentioned before, I want to make the whole thing parkourable. Which I guess if there's a stairway here, because I forgot I did this. So there's a doorway out here where you get under this rooftop, and then you go up these stairs, and then you have this, and you can parkour over to here onto this rooftop, from that rooftop. At least at its current height. But like the whole idea is I want to create like eventually create weird checkpoints throughout the base. And then people can use those checkpoints to find their way to actually get around the base, right? So, just to kind of go over here, like you can see, you get these like weird bits, right? But like when you're running around, like maybe you have a checkpoint that's up on one of the rooftops and it's saying, hey, go here. It's like, well, how do I get there? And you gotta kind of figure out like what the best way up is. I think I'm gonna need to change out parts of this for something a little more ornate to be more structural. Because I'm gonna need a pillar coming down from these because there's no way this is holding itself up. So if we go... Yeah, so right there, I could put a pillar directly below it, or I could go out one. Which puts us in a really annoying spot visually, which I think is what I want. So I'm going to go... Because I mentioned this before, one of the big things is going to be actually putting things in the way. Because I want to be able to kind of control the flow, right? So when you're down here, having that pillar in the way suddenly changes the way you look at the entire scene. And we're going to have another one of these pillars here.
Cameron. My mouse just got rolled up.
No,
by
it
a
didn't,
little
Mari.
green
You
alien.
can't say that twice.
Chase after it for me.
You just used that excuse last break, Mari. You just used that excuse. What the heck? So we do that as our little like line, right? And that gives us a good bit of structure. We'll detail it, make it look nicer, but the idea right now is just getting that general shape in there. I don't know what specifically we're going to have like underneath. We might have like some sort of grading or something like that. Mari is right though. It is time for a break, so we are going to step away for just a little bit. Get up, stretch, wiggle around, all that stuff. I'll catch you all in 3 minutes. You won't miss anything. Be right back.
Here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Learn that white strawberries exist. Now, Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. In theory, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much right now. I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Learn that white strawberries exist. Now, Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I have no sense of time today, apparently. Like, I am dealing with time blindness, I think. I'm like, oh, okay, it's been about 2 minutes, come back. Oh, it's been 4. Crap, sorry. Like, this is just where I'm at today. My brain is... time blindness is real. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's do... 2... 2... 10 cents. 2... And then this is where it gets weird. If I do a 3 and a 3, then we end up with a 2 in the middle. If I do a 2 and a 2... We get this. If I do... So, okay, I need you to know why I placed so many blocks there. BB stretched and pushed my right click while stretching after I started placing. BB, you are being such a pain in the butt right now. I think we do... that. I should have made it all one wider, to be fair, but... You know what? No, you get a full height window here. And I want that height. There. And then you. BB, you're adorable, but you are so in the way right now. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I like the shaping. I like the contrast of that, and I think once we have windows in that, that's gonna really fill out. I think these need to be... I think I need I'm gonna have a very heavy texture underneath this, I think. But I'm picturing stairs, and then those being each one of these also being stairs going back. So we go here. And that should be... yeah.
Not this one, though. So we go there. Hey, Burden. How's it going? And then it's going to get rid of that one. And then it would be that one. That one. There. And then those are all the windows. So we go there, there. Get the wrong one. There we go. That one is here. Okay, there we go. And now this is going to be a bit harder because of the positioning of it, but there we go, there we go, there we go. Get myself up here. Okay. Eh, 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 and okay. Now it's gonna be a little bit harder for me to get where I want over here, but yeah, that shape already feels a lot better than what we were dealing with. Go here. Go there. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take that one out, that one out, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Then we're going to go there, 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 there. Okay. Yeah, that shape, that feels a lot more interesting. It also feels very industrial from the underside, having all those strips going across it. I think the one thing though, I think this is too much. I think I need to turn all of those into strips of slabs. Except for like right there. Because I think we've gone a little too hard into this visual here. Thank you. I don't know how to respond to that, Bigby. Actually, let's go get rid of that one, that one, that one. And then I want to get rid of, like, right at that point. There is a cold and low in her room. Her clothes. There we go. Fell short this time, smile fades in the summer. See, now, Bigby, this is where I gotta be a jerk and tell you you're using the wrong form of your on that one. You failed! Fell short this time, smile fades in the summer. And my smile leave when I wanna. Okay, there. Never remained again after you came and went. How could you say you meant anything different to anyone? Standing alone on the beach with a cigarette. Okay, the one thing I'm not sure about. Yeah, it's this spot here. Now, I don't know if that's the better choice. Or if that's a better choice. I think it needs to go out. I'll leave when I wanna. Okay, this should give us a much more like this should feel better. Because yeah, what we had before, the only problem right here is the striping that the planks are causing, but the shape I think is more what we want. Ah, oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Yeah, it is turning my base a little bit pink though. Leads in the summer place. It at least works. The pink kind of works because of the fact I have purple. But the pink is a little weird. Is a little bit of an unintentional coloring. A little bit, but it is not intentional. Is the problem? No, I didn't want to be down here. Who is this? I have never heard of Spittlefield. Why would you name your band Spittlefield? Spittle, like small bits of spit field. No. Debbie just hit the wall. She never had it all. One Prozac a day. Husband's a CPA. When she turned 20. What was with the early 2000s and bands doing this nasal thing? Was an actress. She was gonna be a star. Like, it's like sing with a plugged nose. Her yellow SUV is now the enemy. Raiders! Hello! Hello. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We're slowly losing our minds today, as my cat keeps hitting buttons on my screen. I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome. Hope your stream went well. You were probably playing either Minecraft or 2 Point Museum, is what I've learned. But hello, Raiders! My name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer focused on indie and interactive games you may have never heard of. I hope you will give me a shot, chill out, relax with me, just unwind. It's been a sleepy day. Oh, but I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I play indie games. I play interactive games. My Minecraft streams are even interactive, but that's only if you got if you use Streamloots. But I have a whole bunch of Streamloots cards that allow you to directly manipulate my game. Let's do a weird raid shout out for Rax and see what clip we get. If y'all clip Raxon, you get better. Four-leaf fields. What is that?
A rainbow trout. Stop giving me gay fish. This feels like hate crime. Or maybe it's just a gay appreciation moment.
Is that the whole clip? I missed the text and it stopped. That's where we got. Make it stop. It could become classic rock. I think this positioning is wrong. I need this all down one. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. I think one of my favorite weird things in life right now for a weird fun fact is that the lead singer of Bowling for Soup that sang this song is now the voice of Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I don't know. It's such a weird one to me. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean Bowling for Soup is Chuck E. Cheese? Charles Entertainment Cheese is voiced by the lead singer of Bowling for Soup. I mean, power to him. I would love for that to be like, yeah, no, I quit streaming and now I do this. Like, what? There we go. Boop, boop, boop. So, to anybody who's new here, which is probably a fair chunk of you, I build weird in Minecraft, and I should show this. I build weird in Minecraft. I build in white. I build in white blocks. I kind of do this, and then I will paint things in as I want to do more stuff. Like, there is some that's painted over here. You can see kind of getting the vibe as I started doing it. But I build in white blocks to really get a shape, get a feel for how the shadows feel on everything, and I really love that aesthetic. And it makes for some really interesting like design choices when you just go, well, how do I make the shadows work here? And that's how I build in Minecraft. And it's a lot of fun. I also do a lot of work with armor stands. If I will go, I don't know if I have a lot of, I don't know if I have a lot of armor stand work in this one yet. I mean, aside from like my storage area, because like these are all armor stands here, but I don't think I've done a lot of armor stand work in this season yet. Yeah, this is all armor stands. So I have armor stands on here, and then I can click on them to get whatever piece I want to place down, which is useful. I find it to be a much more intuitive storage system than having to put items in item frames and all that stuff, you know? So that Yeah, I don't really have a lot. And I lost my render, my voxy preloads of all the chunks. So you can only see so far. It got it. Actually, I think that is the voxy chunks loading distance, because that is further than my render distance right now. But it's only going to load so far from where I'm at. So I'm not able to see everything. Yeah, so... I don't know where my elytra trail went. It was there. It was there! There it is. That was weird. That is my elytra trail. I have an NB elytra trail. I contemplated taking the time to figure out how to make a nebulous one for my pride flag, but I will go with the non-binary one. I forgot how to do I okay, I lost my barrel rolls. I love how far away I can see it. But if I go... I recently had to reinstall all this, so some of this is a little off. Elytra contrails. I need you and you. Okay, there we go. And now let's go back to my storage. And then we're going to go back to the overlook. Okay, so there's that, and now I can do this. Whee! Turn the other way. Woo! I don't have... I'm missing one of my mods. I have the mod here, but I don't know the control. Keybind, where is it? I'm missing one. I need... You are the wrong button. I want you on... Can I put you there? I can. Okay, so I'm being a little annoying with the way I'm doing this. I need... We're gonna go back to storage again. I'm gonna do this. So I don't use fireworks. That has been my kind of rule for this season, is I'm not using fireworks. I don't mind the elytra, but I won't use fireworks. So what I want to do is I wanted this. So now we can do this, right? So you can see this, and then we're gonna go and do a flip. Woo! Do a flip. Yeah, no, that is Elytra Contrails. It's a fantastic little mod. This feels fun. But I like having do a barrel roll on. It can be motion sick inducing for people who aren't expecting it. Like, that can be a lot. But it's a toggle. What's really cool is it shows on the server as well. So anybody else on the server will also see those contrails. And whatever custom pattern I chose to put on them. So it's a lot of fun. I really like Elytra Contrails. But yeah, I'm spending a lot of time on my base trying to get it doesn't do much on the CPU, honestly, the contrails or do a barrel roll, because it's just camera tilt. Like, that's not actually gonna do much to your CPU. But I would say, like, the number one optimization, aside from like sodium, I would recommend to people playing Minecraft who need to optimize it better, is genuinely just to get Voxy. It'll make your experience better. You can lower your own draw distance and then get Voxy. Like, look how far I can see. I'm missing a lot of my render stuff, but look how far I can see. That's really far away. That's really far away. And I think one of the big things that I think a lot of people need to consider when they're talking about, like, lagging in Minecraft, remember that servers offload a lot of the processing from your computer. So single-player Minecraft being laggy doesn't mean multiplayer will be. Like, a lot of the load is the fact that it is having to load and render everything locally. So if you're on a server, you will actually run better on the server than you would in single player. I need to figure out how to transfer the Voxy info that I've got. Yeah, I mean, it took me a while, Raxon. I know you're on the server too. It took me a while to get back on the server myself, just because I have been whelmed. I've been experiencing much whelm. Boop, boop. Bam, bam, bam. I'm trying to remember what all I did over here. What are my cameras? There we go. Yeah, I built a bridge over here. Or the setup for a bridge. And then this part I want to have be a suspension portion that'll raise and close. And we've got a big port here. My base has a lot going on. It's just been a bit since I've been here. I've got that. I've got an area over there which has the base for a wizard tower. And then if I go back to the overlook, and we look back here, you can see I've got a bridge to nowhere going off that way. We'll go over here. Got a giant section there. But yeah, I lost all my preloaded chunks. I don't know how easy it's going to be to re-import that. I'm not really looking forward to having to do that, but is what it is. This is the bridge to nowhere, though. I think it's aptly named. Oop, wrong button. Eh. At the club on the weekend. Bridge to nowhere is way down here. Okay, so if I go this way, it's interesting how little structures you catch when you're looking at these views. But what is going on? That vertical column in between the water over there. Well, like you'd think I'd hit like a structure in here. I see a geode. There's not a single structure in any of that. But what's nice is the server has Voxy server installed, and that actually sends the Voxy information to other people on the server. So I'm able to render a bit further than I normally would, but it's not enough to get all of it without visiting. But it's kind of neat because if you're within, I think I set it to 128 chunks. If you're within 128 chunks of another player, you can see those updates from whatever they're doing. But yeah, in theory, this stuff would start rendering. I don't remember if it should be Voxy server, import, existing, current, should be it. Yeah. It's neat to see what, like, renders in, but, like, the fact that I can see all this stuff is just always fun. I love Voxy as a mod so much. I keep doing that. I've been playing too many games where E is interact, and now I keep pressing it when I don't need to. Yeah, that's where I just was. Last time I was on, I had to place so I was placing so much glass. I still need to place more. Basically this entire area is supposed to be a giant glass dome, and then I need to put Skulk inside of that so you can see all of this. And it's a lot. Oh, you know what? I haven't shown y'all the actual entrance to my base, though. So let's go in here, and we're going to go... Oh, wrong one. We're going to go here. So when you enter my base, you end up in the dark. You enter in the dark here. Okay, very, very, very spoopy. And just to see... Aww! Aww. I've been painted. Tiny armor sand. Another bird. Okay. But if I go here, whoop. And then the music automatically starts playing. Which, just for the sake of it, the music starts playing automatically when you enter. I need to finish my void floor. It's been a few weeks since I've been on. Honestly, I think it's been like 2 months. I've been dealing with a lot. But I need to finish like my void floor here. Things like that, but... Best song in Minecraft. Well, not... This isn't the best. This is one of the best. Other Side is the best song. Then you go in, you end up here. Get this really, really wonderful, like, entrance to my base out of all of it. I need to do more, I need to do... this is eventually going to move even further back, and you're going to be further and further from the center. But I really like the, I really like the aspect of just entering my base and having that big, like, jump to everything. Do 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 do. But yeah, it's... I'm overwhelmed by my own project because it is a lot of placing white concrete and figuring out building shapes and things like that. And sometimes I feel like it's not that entertaining to watch me do the same things. But I know y'all enjoy it, and I know y'all like seeing my thought process on it. So I'm just in my own head. Which kind of sucks. Like, I hate being in my own head like that, but... But we've got that, we've got this, we've got our section here. These are gonna need detailed and like probably get like a whole support arch there to really bring those in. But I love the idea of having this like more normal building here, or like a little like cafe kind of setup, and then having this building opposing over top of it. I think it establishes kind of the shape and the way that this world exists and crowding the center and... Yeah. And then we get this area here. Which hopefully everything will be parkourable, because we should be able to go... If I don't miss my jump, we should be able to make that as well. But I'm pretty sure that is attainable. I think that is it's a hard jump, but I'm pretty sure that is a jump you can do. Yeah, that can be made if you're better at parkour than I am. I'm in a hole! I want something else. And you say... I know, Stitches! Why? Yeah. Eh. Eh. Okay. You. Oh, and for those who tuned in a bit late, I was joking around earlier. There's certain days where I'm just like, how awkward would it be if I just entered ASMR mode and just started talking like this for an entire stream? The only problem is, in order for me to do that, I would have to commit to the bit for multiple hours, and I don't know if I could be this way for more than, like, a minute at a time before I lose it. Like, this is actually... This voice is my normal energy level. This is me forcing myself to speak, though, because I don't... When I have this energy level for my voice, I don't like to speak, which is the problem. So when I speak, I act more upbeat and happy and perky, because masking and habits. And I'm aware that that's what's going on. But, no. It is a thing. Okay. Big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Go over here and get kind of a look at that. Yeah, see, I like that because like we've obstructed that view from here now. But we've still got the view from down here. So like when you're on the road, you can still see the Adventurers Guild really well. But when you're up high, the Adventurers Guild doesn't really stand out the same way because you're not getting that row of windows. But we still get a perfect shot of them from over here, which is just fantastic. Because I don't care about the rooftop. I care about these windows because these windows are the draw. And we didn't block any of that view. Even if I do an arch here, we're not going to really block that view. So that worked out perfectly from that side. Paints her nails, we don't know. He's got her best friend on the phone. But yeah, no, that's kind of the thing is like I really want to make sure I get those angles. So like when we're coming from this side, we can see most of the front of the building. We can see the first window, and then that does help to draw the eye that way. From the other end, we're not typically going to be coming from that way, but when we do, we can very clearly see the Adventurers Guild, even with these pillars jutting out. Because, like, these pillars have blocked part of the view for walking down this road, but you still get that big reveal and pull your eyes up when you can see it. So I'm really happy with that. I think that does exactly what I needed it to. Detailing is going to do a lot for this if we do windows or textures or a balcony or whatever here, but this feels good to me. Ugh. I hate how drained I am. I have pointed this out. I was sick yesterday. Like I had a fever. Oh yeah, I wrote in her book. By the way, I'm the only one who even works around here. Why is that sound popping? That is a really aggressive sound. The lighting on the bell is broken as well. But no, Edelmira can't leave her station. She is actually attached with a lead down below the floor. She cannot walk away any further than this. So she's the only one working all the time. I'm assuming this issue is related to the mod Better Block Entities. It's gonna be you. Options, video settings. I think some of these reset. Like if I hit that, is it gonna stop flickering? No, it didn't. Okay. That's fine. If that's not the one doing it, then I bet I know what one is. That is going to be Fancy. Fancy World Animations is what's doing it. Trapdoors, Lectern, Jukebox, Cauldron. These aren't in alphabetical order. Bells. There we go. It was the idle animation on it. Maybe it was smart, because they got methods of keeping you. Edelmira, leave it alone. Leave the door alone. Huh? Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So tuck in your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. You'll leave me alone, but not me. Girls in the cliques, the awful name never stick. Ah. Yeah, I got my own little bed up here. Fill up my water. Okay. So, all right. I am recovering from my fever. It's still definitely there. So I am probably gonna call it for today, I think. We got a decent bit done. Just to be clear, none of this existed. None of this existed, and that overhang didn't exist. So that is considerable progress. This building also was only a little bit right here. So we're starting to get more shapes. We're getting more fleshed out. I will definitely be doing more of this soon, probably tomorrow, all that fun stuff. I want to get a nap in before MCC Pride today. For those who are not aware, MCC Pride is happening. I'll be over in Cleo's modding that. So if you wanna deal with me then, that would be the time. But I am gonna call it. Let me. Oh no. F3P. Here we go. So now, there we go. It's like I need my mouse. I'm going to go away. Yeah. Cleo's got to deal with me. Cleo's my partner, so therefore Cleo is not allowed to not be cheered on by me. But I'm gonna send you all away. I'm gonna send you away to. Who am I sending it to? You know what? I'm gonna send you to the best artist, like the absolute best artist, and one of my good friends. I'm gonna send you over to Fusspot. If you've never seen Fusspot, you definitely should check them out because they are genuinely the best artist. I'm not even trying to be like clever or anything here, but Fuss is genuinely like the best artist and should be treated as such. I mean this. But yeah, I appreciate y'all a lot. I'll be streaming later tonight. That's in 5 hours. Hopefully. If if the fever stays kind of down, at least I will. If the fever ends up being an issue, you can keep an eye on the Discord. I'll let y'all know if I end up having to cancel there. But I will catch y'all next time. I hope you have a good one. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.